we're going to sew just one layer of this down. This is actually on the bottom of the back. This is the front of the iPad. We're going to start on the bottom of the back here. And we're going to take and we're going to sew just one layer here to hold that down. So when we come all the way around with the binding, that end can tuck right in here. And then we can peel the tape off and stick it down to hold it till we can sew across here. So the thing is, we're going to stop sewing. If you see here, here's the stitching line here. We want to stop sewing just before that stitching line right here. Alright, then we back stitch. Pull it away from the machine. So we started sewing both layers here. So we do one layer up to about here, and we have enough room for an overlap, and we start sewing both layers here. Now what I'm going to do, it's counterintuitive. We know that the binding ultimately has to go this way. But first what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this in the exact opposite way of what we did, so we can create a miter. Now the thing is, this is why we had to stop sewing here, is if we had stopped sewing right at the edge here to form a miter, the miter would have gone off the edge. So we have to stop, whatever this seam allowance is, we have to stop that distance before that edge. We're trying to sew just inside this line here so that line doesn't show. And you'll see we're successful. I mean, here are just some threads from the fabric, but you'll see there's no line of red stitching showing here at all. Okay? So anyway, so to do this corner, to create a miter that will fit around this corner and go around to the back, we're going to fold this away from the direction we plan to go. And you see the corner goes right to the corner there, and we fold that at a 45-degree angle. This is at a 90-degree angle, but it's going in the opposite direction we will ultimately go. Once we fold it like that, I can hold that down, and then I'm going to fold this in the direction we are going to go. So there's this hidden fold underneath here, all right? And I'm going to take and pin this down so that you sew here and go down that way. Now I want to make sure that this fold is within the edges. If it's like this or over here, I can't fold this binding around the edge and have it work very well. So you see that this edge meets this raw edge here, this fold meets this edge right here. Okay? So I'm going to go like this, and then you'll continue matching this up. You'll pull back this strap like this, and you'll continue matching this up along that edge and stop before that line of stitching. Okay?